If you want it, take it. I should have said it before. Try to hide it, fake it. I can't pretend anymore. 'Cause I only wanna die alive, never by the hand of a broken heart. I don't wanna hear you lie tonight, now that I've become who I really am. This is the part when I say
another video, and yes, today is a top-notch kind of day because I didn't feel like doing my hair, and I never wear buns in videos because my forehead is the size of planet Earth in person, and on camera it looks like the freaking sun. So I hope this doesn't become a distraction, but I just had to. This look is going to be a soft glam kind of look. This is definitely perfect for an evening date night. I also feel like you could wear this during the day if you shear out the lip. It's very soft, very glamorous, a little bit sultry, but it's not super dramatic, and you can tell you put in effort, but it does not look like too much caked on makeup. This video will be a talk through video. I haven't done these kind of video in a while. I usually don't do these videos because whenever I do talk throughs, they're super long because I talk too much, but I hate my editing software. It keeps on lagging, so whenever I do voiceovers, I can't get as much information out to you guys as I want to, and it just makes it super hard. So I thought, forget it, I'll do a talk through video, even if it's long, just because I want to get more tips and tricks out to you guys. So I hope you guys stay tuned for the whole video because, like I said, I will be sharing more tips and stuff for applying your makeup better. If you guys like talk through videos, let me know in the comments down below, or if you want me to continue doing voiceovers, then let me know. I'm just trying this out. Also, this is a new background setup right now. It's a little bit boring back here, but I decided to sit right in front of where my window is because the lighting will be a little bit better. So again, I'm just trying out different things with my videos and editing. So let me know if you like the other filming setup or if you prefer the better lighting right in front of my window. Yeah, I just felt like trying new things today. So I believe that's all that I had to share with you guys. Stay tuned for this video. If you like it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you guys are interested in learning how I created this soft glam look, I'm then just using my Cetaphil moisturizer. I've been loving that stuff. I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyelids using a concealer. I'm going to be using the LA Girl Pro Concealer. I just picked up this concealer and I was super excited to try it out because I heard that it was a lot like the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, which is $18, and this concealer is only $5. So I was super excited.
If you want it, take it.
So next I'm going to grab this Makeup Geek eyeshadow in the shade Latte. It's my new favorite transition shade. I've been loving this. It's very neutral, very pretty. It's a little bit deeper than Creme Brulee and Soft Brown by MAC. And it's gonna go gorgeous with the pigment that we will be placing on our eyelids later. I will be taking my favorite blending brush of all time, the Sigma E40 tapered blending brush. And this is just gonna allow us to do a nice sweep in our crease so that we have a transition shade for our eyeshadows to flow into so that they blend very nicely. Just wanna do light windshield wiper motions back and forth so that it blends very nice and smoothly.
I should have said it before. Try to hide it, fake it.
So with that, you want to take a brown that is a few shades darker than your crease, all over crease shade. So I'm going to be going in with Brun by MAC, which looks like this. I also really love this color for filling in my eyebrows since my eyebrows are fairly dark, and this brown does not have a super red undertone, so it looks beautiful in the brows. I'm going to take my MAC 217, which is a smaller brush, and this is just going to allow us to get deeper in our crease, but you still want it to be very smoked out. You don't want your crease to be super defined. You just want to lightly just blow it out. And so to start out by patting it right here on the outer third of my eye with the flat side of the 217, and then I turn the brush sideways like this and just bring it up in my crease.
I can't pretend anymore. 'Cause I only wanna die alive, never by the hand of a broken heart. I don't
go back in with that same big fluffy blending brush with the original transition shade to blend out that so that there are no harsh edges.
Wanna hear you lie tonight, now that I've become who I really am.
I'm going to pack on the shade Rice Paper by MAC to highlight my brow bone. I'm also gonna drag this down to sort of blend out those eyeshadows. And I really love this shade for highlighting because it has a sheen. It's not super shimmery to where it'll make it look muddy if you drag it down. It just has a nice gleam to where it like catches the light and you can see that shine, but you can also still use it to drag it down to blend out those eyeshadows because it's not super shiny. So I'm just packing it starting up here and applying the color really close to the brow bone first, and then I just lightly take any excess and just drag it down.
This is the part when I say I don't want.
You can also bring it right along here to clean up that eyeshadow as well. It instantly cleans up the eye look, as you can see this eye versus this eye. So next we are going in with my favorite part of life, and we're going to take this NYX pigment, which is in the shade Mocha Mocha, which I actually find really funny because we put Latte as our original transition shade, and this is in Mocha. JK, I'm really corny. But this is a beautiful pigment, and this was only $2.99 at Ulta. This is what the pigment looks like. It's basically like a gray-green pigment with red flakes in it. It's just absolutely beautiful, and for $2.99 I was like, give me this right now. I love it. So I'm going to spray my brush with Fix Plus and then dip it into the pigment because it makes the pigment a lot more vibrant and it gives it a more metallic-y, beautiful shimmery effect. My favorite brush to pack on pigments is the MAC 242 brush. It just has a synthetic end, so it really picks up the pigment and places it all on your lid versus using a natural hairbrush that will soak up the pigment and it won't just apply it as much. It won't pack it on as intensely. So I'm going to start the pigment right here and then dragging it in. Try not to go over the brown, but try to meet it up exactly. You don't want any skin showing through. And you want to meet up right where your crease is, but try not to go above your crease.
I'm stronger than I've been before. This is the part when I break free.
So once you've done that, you're going to go in with the same small brush that you applied the darker brown in your crease. You're just going to use that to clean up those edges right along here. Don't press down too hard. Just lightly blend that into the lid shade, and then also drag it one more time lightly throughout your crease so that everything looks blended. So for foundation, I'm using my Janelle Aqua Lumiere foundation. This is a perfect sort of day-to-day foundation since it's very lightweight. I still don't know exactly how I feel about it, if I actually love it and if I actually think it's worth it, but I'll be using it for today. And normally I would apply my foundation with my Sigma F80 Kabuki brush, but look what happened. Yep, completely off. I was cleaning it and it just fell right out. I was in tears. Just kidding, I wasn't crying. But I was like, what the heck? This is my favorite foundation brush and it completely broke. The struggle is so real. So instead, I'll be using my next favorite foundation brush, which is the MAC 132 brush or any dual fiber brush like this. The only thing with this is that this gives you a much lighter application since it has natural hairs in it, like goat hairs and stuff like that. So it absorbs some of the foundation, whereas the F80 is a synthetic brush, so it places everything on the brush right onto your face because it doesn't soak everything up. Hairs are synthetic.
'Cause I can't resist it no more. This is the part when I say I don't wanna. I'm stronger than I've been before. This is the part when I break free. 'Cause I can't resist it no more.
Next, I'm going to quickly fill in my brows with my Anastasia Brow Pomade in Chocolate. Quickly highlight my face, I'm going in with my LA Girl Pro Concealer. This is in the shade Creamy Beige. To blend out my concealer, I'm going to use my Real Techniques Perfect Complexion Sponge, I believe. And I have been loving this stuff. I picked this up not that long ago, and it's super similar to the Beauty Blender. I've tried out a lot of dupes for the Beauty Blender, and a lot of them are way too hard. This is the same texture as the Beauty Blender, and I really like the flat edge for blending out the concealer. This is also really good for foundation, but I didn't use it with my foundation today since my foundation is a water base. So if you are using a water-based foundation, never use a sponge to blend it out because it will just soak up all the product, and then that'll just be a waste of your foundation because it's all gonna end up in the middle of the sponge. And so far I am loving this concealer. I found that the NARS concealer gave my face a cake face finish, so I'm really happy that this one just blends out a lot prettier. I tried using the NARS concealer with the Beauty Blender to sheer it out, and it still felt pretty thick. I think you just need it will go a long way, so maybe I just have to try that, but so far I am loving this concealer a lot more because it doesn't give me a caked finish like the NARS one. I'm going to quickly contour. I'm going to use this darker shade. This is in Dark Cocoa. I'm lightly going to place that down my nose. So to contour, I'm going in with this darker concealer because you want to go in with a shade 2 to 3 shades darker than your skin tone, and that's going to create the illusion of a slimmer nose and face when you contour with the darker shade. Also going to bring this right along here, doing a small line like that on both sides, because again, it's going to sort of bronze up your face and bring some warmth and dimension back. I'm going to blend it out the side.
You were better, deeper, and I was under your spell, like a deadly.
To set everything in place, I'm going in with my Laura Mercier loose powder. I recently picked this up and I've been loving this lately. It really sets everything in place and keeps your makeup locked all day. I'm trying to steer clear of things that have talc because it will tend to clog my pores and I just want to better my skin. So I picked up this powder which has no talc in it and it won't clog my pores. If you're trying to find a cheaper setting powder that won't clog your pores, I was looking online at the LA Girl HD setting powder. It's a loose powder and that doesn't have talc in it at all either. So that might be a better option if you don't want to splurge on this Laura Mercier setting powder. Next I'm going in with my new Jane bronzer in the shade Give, which this bronzer also doesn't have talc in it, so I was super happy because every bronzer I was looking at had talc in it. It's very beautiful and I picked this up at Ulta for I think $10.
Fever, babe, on a highway to hell, yeah, 'cause I only wanna die alive now.
For blush, I'll be using one of my favorite fall blushes in the shade Fuchsia Fusion, which is a pinky purple shade, which I think complements the eyes beautifully. A really, really light sweep of this since we do have a pretty dramatic eye. So for the lower lash line, I'm going in with the shade Latte, which is the same shade that we use in our crease. And this is just going to tie the whole eye look together. I'm actually going in with a small paintbrush, which is kind of weird. You can use any brush, but I happen to like this for the lower lash line.
By the hands of a broken heart, I don't want to hear you lie tonight.
I'm going to step out of my comfort zone and go in with a white eyeliner in the waterline. This will sort of bring some brightness back into the look, especially since I wanted it to be more of a soft glam look. You can go in with a nude liner too if you would like, or if you want to keep this look super sultry, you can go in with a black or brown eyeliner. Or even I feel like a purple eyeliner would look beautiful with this look.
Now that I've become who I really am.
To make my top lash line look more defined, since I don't want to do a wing liner, I'm going to take a black hole liner just to tight line the rim so that my eyelashes look fuller. Once you've completed this step, if you do want to go in with false lashes to make it a little bit dramatic, you definitely can. But I decided to go for a more soft glam type look, so I decided just to make my eyelashes look super full with a mascara. This is the Best Extreme Lash Mascara, I cannot talk, by Jordana, and this makes your lashes super full and super long. But you do have to be careful and clean off your brush because it can easily make your lashes look super, super clumpy. Make sure to apply this to both your top and bottom lashes.
'Cause this is the part where
it really does help to apply your mascara super close to a small mirror because you can really see where you're placing the mascara so that it doesn't get clumpy fast. Next, I'm going to line my lips with my favorite deep plum lip liner in the shade Cabernet by Jordana, with my favorite Mega 6 Balm Stain by Wet n Wild, and this is in the shade 2 AM Call Time. You can lightly put this on your lips and blend it out with your finger for a stain, or you can pack it on for a really deep plum purple look. Last but not least, before I forget, I'll be highlighting my cheekbones with Rice Paper, the same eyeshadow we use under our brow bone. And there is nothing wrong with using an eyeshadow to highlight occasionally.
when I break free, 'cause I can't resist it no more.
And there you have it, loves. This is the completed soft glam look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did happen to really like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it. Hope you all have an amazing day. Leave me comments down below of any future videos that you guys would be interested in seeing, and bye.
No more pain. Ooh, I thought on your body and came alive. It was lethal, it was fatal. In my mind it felt so right.